Okay, I hope we are ready. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudhirayet Ashtaprayeshu Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. We will continue from the 11th chapter of the 7th canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, the Perfect Society, 4 social classes. If you remember, last time we have covered about most of the topic was about chaste women. Yeah. And let me know if you can hear me well.
Yes, Guruji.
Okay. So that's first check. The second one is we will not enter into the 12th chapter already as per what Adirasa Prabhu messaged. Rather, we will dwell ourselves in the 11th canto, 11th chapter from the 7th canto, because there is also quite a bit important. Okay, no, wait. Some of very important guidelines, especially when we are talking in the context of society, of equality, and etc. Parminder Mataji, I mean, I didn't get chance to answer your questions, or we didn't get chance to discuss, yeah, what we covered last week. But definitely, I hope when we are going through this part of the section, we will cover that.
Yes, Guruji.
Give me 1 second. I'm just going to the part 31. If you want, you may follow me, but I'll cover from 31 to 35 or just few verses, but they have in-depth understanding. Prayasvabhava vihito nunam dharmo yuge yuge veda drigvhi smrito rajan pritya cheha cha sharmakrit. So, he is saying, my dear king, Narada Muni is telling Yudhishthira Maharaj, my dear king, Brahmanas, well conversant in Vedic knowledge, have given their verdict that in every age, the conduct of different sections of people according to their material modes of nature is auspicious, both in this life and after death. Yeah. So here we have to understand that Brahmanas, well conversant in Vedas, have given their verdict. So what we are going to now read next verses are the verdict of Brahmanas, and these are the direct words from the Vedas. And Veda is the Lord's personification. So in Bhagavad Gita 335 it is said, Shreyan Swadharmo Vigunaha Paradharmas Swanushtitan. It is far better to discharge one's prescribed duties even though they may be faulty than another's duty. And I'm just trying. We need also word-to-word translation. I hope. Yes. What does that mean here is there is, if you remember last week, we discussed about Antyajas. Antya means other or remaining. Ja means born. Lord is called Aja because he is not born. He is eternal, and he doesn't come from a normal appearance or birth like we take. So that's why he's called Aja. Mm. Ajanabha. Uh, so here, Antyaja, the men of lower classes are accustomed to stealing, drinking, and illicit sex, but that is not considered sinful for them. For example, if a tiger kills a man, this is not sinful, but if a man kills another man, this is considered sinful, and the killer is hanged. So we have to understand, okay, stealing, okay. I don't know with whom we were discussing. I think last Sunday, was it? That we were discussing the sin committed by a Brahmana is punished severely than the same committed by a Shudra. Hmm? So, what is a daily affair among the animals is a sinful act in human society. Thus, according to the symptoms of higher and lower sections of society, there are different varieties of occupational duties. According to the experts in Vedic knowledge, these duties are prescribed in terms of age concerned. Hmm? वृत्त्या स्वभावकृतया वर्तमानः स्वकर्मकृत् हित्वा स्वभावजं कर्म सने निर्गुणताम् इयात्. If one acts in his profession according to his position in the modes of nature, and gradually gives up these activities, he attains the Nishkama stage. This is, oh, very nice. It means if one acts in his profession according to his position in the modes of nature. Uh, other words, it means that one should not imitate someone beyond his own nature and position. When the purport Prabhupada mentions, if one gradually gives up his hereditary customs and duties and tries to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his natural position, he is gradually able to become free from these activities and he attains the stage of Nishkama, freedom from material desires. Now the question is coming that on one side, the previous shloka in the purport Prabhupada is saying Swadhanehi Nidanam Shreyaha Paradharma Bhayavaha or Paradharma Swanushtitat. So these telling that one should do his own duties. And in the next verse, he's saying, if one gradually gives up his hereditary customs and duties, giving up, is it possible? Yeah, and why it's possible when one is tries to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his natural position, which means that every one of us have these modes of nature. Of course, there is a predominating mode of nature. Someone has mode of goodness, someone has mode of passion, someone has mode of ignorance. But sometimes there are other modes also that are um, directing us, influences us, and so and because of that there is nature. It's not okay. Okay, a Shudra son is a Shudra, and until he dies, he is a Shudra. No, yeah, if he is appreciating that this life, after all, why the Lord has to create these classifications is not to create such environment and that people are struck in that life forever. Just like if in schools, in the schools there is this system. One goes to the first class, to the second class, to the third class, fourth class. Sometimes one is going from fourth class directly to seventh class, depending on his um, level, depending on his level. Of course, it's not like one is just mixing up. Yeah, oh, one day I'm going to the second class, the third day I'm going to the third class, fourth day of course fourth, and fifth day of course fifth. It's not just by okay the days one is, it's not just by okay age one is going from one class to the other class, but one has to be qualified to go. And who is the one who is helping there? It is the teacher. Yeah, and here, when one has the genuine or gradual understanding of appreciating, one second. Okay. When one gradually gives up his hereditary customs means or duties means one understands, yes, Shudra life is very conditioned life. Yes, I don't belong. I don't want to stay in this because this is the world of dark, or what do you call this? It's a dark world, a world which is not for liberation. This is the world of attachment and suffering and hypocrisy and all these things. No, I want to get off the shackles of that. So once he naturally has this position, gradually developing, then, under the guidance of the spiritual master, one comes to the platform of serving the Lord, and he's gradually able to become free from these activities, and then he attains the stage of nishkama, uh, freedom from material desires. Kama means desire, nishkama means having no material desires. So it's not like, okay, one has to wait for the next life, and only when that comes, then he can really do no, not the case. So, and in this way, this is very important verse, I would say, because we come across so many misnomers prevailing. Of course, Brahmanas or so-called Brahmanas, they themselves promote this kind of principle that, oh, you are born Brahman, then oh, you are born Shudra. Okay, so it's not just only by birth, but yes, there is, if one acts in his profession according to his possession, according to his position, sorry, in the modes of nature, and gradually gives up these activities. So, yes, this means one, it's not like, oh, I am born in as a goldsmith. Oh, all my life, let me be only goldsmith. There is nothing else. No. Um, yes, on one side, we can see that is his hereditary custom, but he can gradually develop and then give it up. It's not like one is forced. Um, I mean, one of my engineering college friend, he asks me a question: is there free will? Is there freedom? Is it not everything destined? Yeah, it's not destined. We can clearly see if one has the interest of getting out of conditioning, it's possible. उप्यमानं मुहक्षेत्रं स्वयं निर्वीर्य ताम इयात् न कल्पते पुनः सूत्यै उत्पम बीजं च नश्यति एवं कामाशयं चित्तं कामानाम् अतिसेवया विरज्येत यथा राजन् अग्निवत् कामबिन्दुभिः. Very important is, my dear king, if an agricultural field is cultivated again and again, the power of its production decreases, and whatever seeds are sown there are lost. Just as drops of ghee on a fire never extinguishes the fire, but a flood of ghee will. Similarly, overindulgence in lusty desires mitigates such desires entirely. Yes. Hmm. We have this challenge, isn't it? We have this challenge. Oh, sometimes, yeah, we know in the nectar of instruction there is this Vacho Vegam, Manasa Krodha Vegam, Jihva Vegam, Udarupastha Vegam. Um, these are the urges. Sometimes we want to indulge in more sex life. Sometimes we have desire to indulge more in eating. Sometimes we are interested in indulging more uh, talking. Yeah, vacho vegam, manasa krodha vegam. Sometimes we are have urge of becoming angry upon someone. Uh, so all these disturbances are there. Mm. And of course, there is also this guilt-free culture. What is a guilt-free culture? Because, I mean, we will also come through that in the case of Ajamil life next week when we are discussing. But some philosophy says that when you have desire to enjoy, don't suppress it. Enjoy. Yes. Otherwise, it will be very costly because you have not satisfied your desire. It will come back in, yeah, just like a, what do you call this? Snowball effect. Yes, one desire, little more desire. All this, I'm kind of, it's like a pressure cooker situation or everything I'm building. And what will happen? One day it will explode, and then come on, then there is no limits. I think even if we are fulfilling these desires, it doesn't mean that okay, after 30 years, 40 years of enjoyment, we become a yogi automatically. And in fact, what is happening is this shloka is telling just as drops of ghee on fire never extinguishes the fire. So when we have these small desires, oh, let me fulfill this, oh, let me fulfill that, let me fulfill this, it will never stop. The desires become bigger and bigger, and which means the disturbances become bigger and bigger. Uh, and with that, with that, one approach is saying, okay, don't just be satisfied little, or don't control yourself with okay, yeah, you can't stop everything. Let's just take little. And what does that do? That crave satisfaction we want to attain by giving a bit, it can, we may think, oh, finally I will become self-realized and come to a point like, oh, I have no more taste for this. But we have a habit of enjoying, or habit of acquiring, or habit of satisfying our own desires, in small or in big, doesn't matter, but we have this, and that habit will kill us. It's not that okay, if I have a habit of eating sugar, eating a bit is no problem. Or after some time, I think I have eaten enough sugar. I have ate enough sugar. I have eaten enough sugar, but no, but then because I have let loose my determination of self-control, tomorrow something else will come. Uh, and then I think, okay, little is okay, little, yeah. I remember once His Holiness Kadamakaran Maharaj was saying that there was a devotee who came, who met him in, and then Maharaj, I think he was asking, oh, it's been a long time, I have seen you, how's life? And he said, yeah, great, devotional life is so nice, etc. But yeah, the answer for why he didn't come was, you know what, yeah, for me, I've been practicing all regulations, etc. But you know what? I am also following regulations, but just a drink of a small a glass once a while. Oh, I know what a big thing it can make. It's not so big problem because I have full control. And eventually this guy, he didn't come after some time. He left disco. One may think that this is a small thing. This is a small thing. After all, one should take care of that and then go forward. No, we have to have Sanyam. Sanyam means to have discipline, and self-control is very important. And similarly, okay, so first thing is this. Okay, we can't let it loose, because if we start, yeah, just imagine we have holds a lump of sand in our hand, and then from this sand, from the hand, the sand drips from each corner. We think, okay, small holes, it's okay, no problem. But in the end, after some time, there is no more sand in the hand. It's all on the floor. So we should make our best efforts to regulate our life, that we follow that. This is one thing. Yeah, which means we can't let it loose and let it go on. No, rather we should gradually give up all those things so that we qualify to embrace higher purpose of life, and go beyond our restrictions, limitations. This is first thing. But then in the same example, it's mentioned similarly, those who are too sinful and have thus been born in the lower classes are allowed to enjoy sinful activities fully. Huh? For thus there is a chance that these activities will become distasteful to them, and they will get the opportunity to be purified. Yeah. So what is that? I mean, in the purport, it's mentioned just like if we put a drop, drop, drop. then the fire is always on. Now, another philosophy is better philosophy. Why only drops? Give so much that in the end, yeah, or not in the end, but he will understand, oh, this is not needed. Yeah, just someone, if someone is greedy, he wants money, and then maybe let's give him not 100 euros, not 1,000 euros, not 10,000 euros, 1 billion euros. What will he do? Will he become a devotee? Because he has been given 1 billion. He would try to uh, overindulge in lusty desires. Hmm? So, one version is that drops will not put off the fire, but a flood of ghee will. One may think, oh, if a flood of ghee or flood of money, whatever, or flood of women, or flood of name and fame. No, people, yeah, are running behind the name. There is no end for it. People are running behind women. There is no end for that. People are running behind money. Oh, there is no end. So in that way, what does this mean is, mm, mm, Viragyeta yatha rajan. Viragyeta means distasteful. Uh, it says overindulgence in lusty desire mitigates such desires entirely. So these desires which are there, maybe okay, there is a chance. Similarly, those who are too sinful and have thus been born in lower classes are allowed to enjoy sinful activities fully. So so people who are born in lower classes, huh? They are okay. If one is having extra marital affairs, okay, that's okay. If one is lusty towards other women, okay. Why? Because he has not understood the purpose of life. He has not understood why he should regulate his senses, and he is not able to regulate his senses. In that case, okay, yeah, one way is learning by knowing. Yeah, if someone is telling this is not good, yes, I will follow. But some who are who are not yet pure, yeah, um, um, what will happen in that case? Similar, those who are too sinful and have thus been born in lower classes are allowed to enjoy sinful activities fully. Okay, yeah, lower um, lower classes is very sensitive. I mean, if I have time, I'll cover that later. But the point here is that that is also, yeah. Oh, what may happen? Yeah, what do you call STD, sexually transmitted diseases. Yeah, the world was so nice before there was, what is it called, AIDS. And the moment AIDS came, oh, it appears to be a surprise to the mankind. Yeah, why not? Because when the um, the provision for sexual pleasures have increased in various ways, and the restrictions became um, um, fairly or unfairly less, and it caused to so many diseases, and AIDS is one. Yeah, it's not a surprise, it's not a miracle, and we should not blame the Lord. Oh, Lord, you created this. Yeah, the world you created, the AIDS you have created for us to suffer. No. Huh? So, one is overindulgence can help to understand, okay, now I'm satisfied. May not work, but if it works, well and good. Even if it doesn't work, the nature is designed such a way that uh, um, the desire is forced, either through intelligence one learns, or by really undergoing through that, just like how we see this tobacco, cigar, smoking is injurious to health or kills, and all these things, right? It's not just a fantasy, it's not, it's reality. And that's why the governments make sure that such labels are there to warn, alert. But yeah, okay, if one is not controlled, yeah, the government is not stopping it. one of the reasons why the government doesn't or could not stop uh, what do you call this? Smoking or intoxications or drugs, etc., is people who are sinful or people who are not matured. They will anyway find how to get those, and there is so many scams and mafia and etc. Rackets that are going on. So better government want to regulate them rather than making things completely out of control. Anyway, that's what they justify. Okay, back to our theme. The theme is one cannot think that okay, by satisfying bits and pieces here and there, the desires will be under control. No, it will only increases our desire to desire more. Our desire to desire more increases. Rather, the other philosophy is, oh, given abundance so that the desire will be satisfied. Sometimes I heard even devotees, they say, Prabhu, I like gulab jamun, and oh my God, oh, what will happen if I die if I don't eat before? If I die, maybe I'll have to take another birth again to eat gulab jamun. No, I don't want. Let me eat gulab jamun. What Yeah, one uses this kind of shastras here and then uses for one's own. No, one should be very careful. These small things, leaks can cracks. Right? A dam doesn't break all of a sudden, but these cracks are coming, and then the leaks through water leaks through those cracks, and then one fine day the bridge is broken. So, same thing, the wall of our determination can be broken when we allow these small things. No, now can we really stop all these things because they keep coming, they keep bothering us? What should we do? After all, I am not a devotee, I am just a upcoming devotee, I am an aspiring devotee, I am yet to become devotee. We put ourselves whenever we want to satisfy ourselves. No, we should understand that we have full faith in the Lord's strength. And if we really uh, pray to the Lord, then everything is set. When we ask, "Oh Lord, I have all these problems, but I know if I can serve you and please you, then you will definitely protect me from all these things." We should have full faith in that and try. I think there is a very nice class by His Grace Gauranga Prabhu. Hmm, I think the topic is about intoxication or giving up bad habits. I don't know, one of this long time ago. In that class, I think even Gaur Gopal Prabhu also gave similar on the similar subject on the Prerna festival in Pune. So the topic, as part of that, he was saying, if one doesn't succeed, then what should he do? Let it lose? No, he should again say, okay, but let me try this way, this time, again and again, uh, rather than giving up everything. Okay, so first thing is we have to build our barrier strong. The dam should be strong. How it can be strong is through the sadhana and also the which includes the regulative principles and chanting. This is one thing. The next thing is okay, the other philosophy of taking everything, enjoying everything, and then come. The usually karmists say that okay, let me enjoy everything, and then after I'm satisfied, then I will come back. Hmm? When everything is coming, when I can really enjoy, let me do that. But it has its own risk that we may never come back. If we keep enjoying and enjoying, we may even forget. This is what happens in the case of what was that? Can someone remind me who is that who was blessed by a son, and of course on one condition that because the child, yeah, I know there is a I don't know whether it's fantasy movie, very very old. Anyone from Telugu, they may know this. There is a movie called Bala Nagamma. But there is actually a true story. It's not just one has created from nothing. There is a story in Bhagavatam. Um, I'm thinking it is Markandeya Rishi. Can someone tell me? Is it Markandeya Rishi whose life was very small and then,
Yes, sir.
yeah?
Markandeya.
Okay. So, but anyway, and then there also is something called, anyone who would have heard, there is also Lord Satyanarayana Swami. And usually you may have heard this Satyanarayan Vrata, and on that occasion, the stories. And of course, if one hears the stories, then one is freed. And as part of that story, also this comes that, okay, one doesn't have a rich merchant. He doesn't has the, mm, yeah, I mean, anyway, as a special case, yeah, he's blessed a child, but there is always something he has to do, he doesn't do, and then something happens. So, why did I bring this story? Sorry. Mm, yes, yes. And then, yeah, why did I bring this story is because every time there is, whenever this time is going to finish, then the Lord is coming and asking, hey, now your time is up, now come back. Or no, 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 I will not know my child, my love, my heart, my home, my all these things. And he says, no, no, after 2 years, after 2 years. And in this way, one keeps postponing. Why? Because he's not satisfied. Even after having everything what he want, he's not satisfied. But maybe overindulgence sometimes brings people frustrated and give it up. But we have to be very careful. When I was a kid, I was overindulging in what do you call this, video games. Yeah, I think it was in 19, I think 89, 90, 1990. Yeah, maybe that time. And that was the days where there was no video games you can simply buy. And there were, I mean, of course, TVs came in, there were channels, I don't know. Yeah, Star TV didn't come in, I think, by then. But the TVs and the kids had only one way to entertain themselves was video games, but not so easily one can get. Yeah. One has to go to, I think it's called some small shop where one can pay a rupee or a two, and for 10 minutes one can play or something. I don't. So, but my parents, come on, they're double income family. They are ready. Okay, what we could do is we could rent. And that too, you know what? The beauty is you just pay 100 rupees or 150 rupees. So, and then you can get your the video game at home for whole weekend. Just imagine. We used to think how foolish the shopkeeper was. 7 o'clock in the Friday evening, you get it. Until Monday morning 9, you can go play unlimitedly. No stop, nothing. And okay, my parents, yeah, they were overthinking. Maybe they want kids to, yeah, enjoy. So they allowed me to bring that. I went, brought it, set it up, played, greed. Oh, come on. Started counting number of hours and played and came to the point. Oh, now it's Sunday. Okay. Mm. Oh, Monday morning. Oh, I have to give it back. And then my parents, after they went to work, I had to go to the shop and then hand over this. You know what? One time it was nice, next time it was also great. That's why the third time we brought and we played so much with so much greed that, oh, I don't miss anything. And then I was on Monday morning, I went to return this video game player, whatever, and the shop was not open. Yeah, he knows anyway. The shopkeeper knows that his business doesn't start so early. But yeah, the terms and conditions, I have to bring it back 9 o'clock. I went at 9 o'clock and I was sitting in front of the shop. Yeah, just imagine the shutter, there is nothing, and all the day is bright and all the shops were open. And the shop was, yeah, it's not so important to open so early, like a restaurant, like a groceries, like any other shops which were around. I was sitting and sitting in that. I just started, yeah, fell asleep. I didn't even know that I slept. Of course, why not? After all, I didn't sleep well the whole weekend, and then all of a sudden, there was a sound, and what was that? The guy was opening the shutter, and then I understood. Wow, okay. Then I felt so much that I got completely overindulged in that. That yes, I even became a victim of so much, and I gave up playing altogether those video games. um, but is it overindulgence was the key? No, I would say the overindulgence was okay, so pleasing. Sometimes we may think, indulgence is so nice, we could enjoy, and we can enjoy, continue to enjoy, all nice. But what was killing me was not just overindulgence, but the consequences of that. Yeah, we can't escape. We are living in this material world, which means yesterday, does anyone would have turned to radio? It was, what is the yesterday's special day? International? Let's test who's on radio. Oh, amazing. No one. Yesterday was International Sleep Day. Yeah, I didn't post it. Otherwise, you may think, oh, it's so nice. It's a sleep day. Let's sleep the whole day. On the occasion of International Sleep Day, they were telling what how does sleep affect one's health? Oh, one should sleep 7 hours to 8 hours, at least 7.5 to 8.5 hours. After that, oh no, it's not good because if one gets up and again just sits on a couch, no. And then every nice guidance was given how to know what is, if you cannot sleep well for few days, don't wait for long days, observing, go to the doctor, find out why you can't sleep, blah blah blah, so many things. Can we really understand why the sleep is a problem? Because of so many other things. For example, overindulgence of playing video games for the whole weekend. What did it do? Hmm? It made me sleep the other time. Uh, so we may say that yes, in one way or the other, overindulgence, we get actually um, frustrated, frustrated with what is coming out. We may think, oh, I just like a same joke. Yeah, if it is cracked again and again, you will not enjoy same things. Yeah, you play again and again, it will not satisfy. And moreover, you're thinking, hey, what is this? Uh, um, so we have to take this with a pinch of salt when we are reading now this shloka. I mean, sorry, I went a bit into detail to understand what is it. So here, if an agricultural field is cultivated again and again, the power of its production decreases, and which means if you are just indulging in the same thing, just a drop of ghee on a fire never extinguishes the fire, but a flood of ghee will do it. Uh, Agnivat Kama Bindu Bhi. Bindu means a drop. Okay, drop by drop. No, it will only agitate more. Rather, okay, okay. Let us. It isn't it not bad? Sometimes if someone is calling, hey, do you want to be a dog? Someone says yes. Why not? Anyone came across such kind of feedback or response? No one. Huh? Sometimes some people may say, "Oh, what is so big wrong?" In fact, Sagar Prabhu, you may have heard, na, and there is a news. I think 4 years or 3 years back, they were saying um, a guy married a dog. Anyone knows this? No. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes current affairs is quite hard to accept. Yeah, but the guy said, "Hey, okay, what a girl or a boy." I mean, today's topic, somehow I don't think I can cover that again. There is still so much to go through the next verses, which have also a lot to discuss about What is pratiloma, anuloma? There is so much. Who can marry whom? And then why? And all these things. And in the end, what? I think I'll cover that maybe. Mm, let's see how far we go. But at least let's conclude this verse 31. Am I right? No, 33 to 34. So it is saying, yeah, there is but for thus there is a chance that these activities will become distasteful. In the purport, we have to underline this very important word. For thus there is a chance that these activities will become distasteful, or not distasteful, detestful to them, and they will get the opportunity to be purified. So one who really wants enjoyment doesn't care the price of it, or the what happens, or what is the consequence of it. One takes birth in low class, and lower classes of men, they are given full privilege to enjoy, and high class of people should not feel envious of it. Sometimes this is a problem. We envy everything. We don't even know, huh? By envying that, are we going to get liberated by getting that? Or are we going to get conditioned by getting that? Sometimes people think, oh, you know what? Wow, see, he's such a successful man. See, he has 10, not wives, 10 servants. He is so successful. He has always money. See, he has so many servants, money, so much name and fame. And you know what? Hmm. We have not seen his life. huh? When he is unethical, doesn't matter. All these things is a matter for him, well, because he is facilitating himself with all those things he's enjoying. And when we envy such a person, hey, well, this is what, no? Uh, Sometimes we see neighbors, sometimes we see our peers, sometimes we see, and then we are worried. Oh, what about me? Only one life, and how can I, how can I risk of not enjoying? See how nice he is enjoying. I should also enjoy at least like him, or why only like him? I should enjoy even better than him. That he should envy me. This whole drama, envy drama, uh, is very dangerous. And um, but yeah, but that's what, if a Brahman is falling down, he will fall, because he's falling from a greater height. You know what happens when we fall from a high heights? Then we break. When the fall down is quite painful, and yeah, very dangerous. Yeah, this is what we are going through in the sixth canto. Ajamil fell down. Yeah, come on. The same when there was this boy and the girl, this Shudra, he was enjoying. Oh, anyway, he's not so high. When he falls down, also, how far, how much he will be affected? Not so much. But or sorry, but Ajamil, on a what level of Brahmanical qualities level he was, he fell down, and then he became more and more punished. And even the Yamadutas came. Just imagine if this Ajamil would hadn't have called Narayana, gone case. Yeah. His saving grace was Narayan. Otherwise, he would have been gone case. Okay. Where am I now? I always want to move forward from this verse, but I think this has still still more to be discussed to help ourselves. That let's first thing not say, oh, let me satisfy bits and pieces here and there will do me, and then I will become a sannyas later. No, it doesn't work. Or let me get everything at once, and then I enjoy, and I will have a detestful mentality later automatically come. No. Yes, no. Why? Because as I said, I gave the example of the video game thingy, right? Oh, at that time I got, yeah, at a boyhood, I felt frustrated. I should not play. I didn't play. But yes, I think, of course, yeah, when now and then when there is this opportunity to game. Yeah, okay, what was that? I'm trying to recollect the name. What is that? Temple Run? What is the other one? There is another game which slices the fruits. Nin, nin, Nintendo, Ninja, I don't
Fruit
know.
Ninja, Prabhuji. Fruit
What
Ninja.
is it?
Fruit Ninja.
Fruit Ninja, yeah. And then there is another game where you join these links before it falls down, something like that. Anyway, as soon as again the games come in, then there is quite excitement. Wow, why don't I just take them up? So frustration doesn't mean immediately our we are purified. Oh, very important principle. Just when we think overindulgence with that, I will get detached. And when I have detached, then I'm free. Oh, once upon a time, I am a cricket lover. I've been loving cricket like a mad uh, lover for his girlfriend. Yeah, as if, but in fact, or some people have passion for movies. Yeah, see, have fans and so many. Everyone has his own weakness, all these weaknesses. We can't just say, oh, let me watch till I get frustrated. Yeah, maybe with frustration, with other engagements, we may give them up and then want to go back to our. No, at the moment later when it comes up again, we think, oh, let me try now. Yeah, come on. Now I am not so mad like before. Now I am more stable. Now I am more matured. Now I have better control of myself. Let me try now, or let me watch. There is no harm. No, we are again risking. There is a chance of fall down. In the purport, Prabhupada is mentioning, for thus there is a chance that these activities will become distasteful to them. But if we are not careful, the distaste is a matter of some time. Uh, the moment we will be in the bad association, again the taste will start lingering, reminding us. You know what is it called? Nostalgia. Nostalgia. We get nostalgic, and we again want it. Oh, you know what? That time it was so nice. You know what? We all went to that dhaba. We all went to this. You know what? Mm, we drank like mad. We ate like mad. And why not? Yo, no one stopped us. We didn't care the world. That was the best time. Let's do it again. Yeah, come on. At that time, you got distasteful, and then you left everything. And then after some time, again, you think, oh, so nice. So we start reminding the good thing, not the bad thing of what happened. And we may again do it. We may again play games. We may again watch games. We may again um, play games, watch games, and yeah, the game over. Huh? What is the game over? Hmm? At a time where we can't do anything, that is a game over. We can't do anything. Even though we want to play more and more, the game is over. We can't play anymore. I'm not talking about our games, but what we play. Our time, game over is life. Yeah, we also have certain time to play the game of life. What are there? So many other games now these days. Uh, what is that? I mean, I don't even see Throne. Um, Game of Thrones. And I don't know, sometimes I mean, why I know these things these days is every now and then these games keep coming as advertisements. Yeah, YouTube, no, all these things. There are so much marketing going on so that people get caught up in one of the games that they may like and they start playing, and then that goes on and on and on. So the moment we give a chance to our mind to indulge again, this overindulgence, frustration, or what you call, what is this called? I would call it as Shmashana Vairagya. You know Shmashana Vairagya? I think I have already said in the past. What is Shmashan Vairagya? Andhra Prabhu? Who else can say what is Shmashan Vairagya? Hmm?
Vairagya of short time, Prabhuji.
Vairagya of what?
short time.
Why? Why only short time?
Because after returning from Smashan and some days passed, then again return to the.
But what is Smashan Vairagya?
When someone goes for cremation, for that time, one feels very detached. That everything is not.
Yeah, Vairagya means give up everything. Oh, I don't have anything. Yeah, just like when Vali was killed, of course, who killed him? Sugriv only killed, right? Of course, the arrow was left by Ramji, but on the wish of whom? It was Sugriv to. So, who was crying? Sugriv was crying, "Oh, my brother! Oh, how can you leave us?" and all. And then there was also this. Tara, Tara, his wife, oh my lord, oh my lord, when you are dead, what else is there in this life? Everything is dark, nothing else left for me. I also want to die. So Sugri want to die, Tara want to die, but why didn't they both die? Hmm? Is it only because Smashan Vairagya? No. In fact, they had so much Vairagya that really they want to die. But then what did Lord Ram say? You both cannot die. Yeah, because you have responsibilities. You can't just give up everything and yeah, become a Vairagi. No, Tara, you have a son to take care. Who is that? Angada, right? And then Sugriv, yeah, you have your own family and the kingdom. You can't die. Yeah, so you have to protect Tara, and Tara you have to guide. So all these things Lord Ram said, and okay. But anyway, the point is that when someone very close to us, when they die, we think, oh, the world is an end, end of the world, and that's why this um, Shmashan Vairagya. Why did I come there now? Shmashan Vairagya. Yeah, this overindulgence might seem to be a kind of a Shmashan Vairagya. Maybe for that moment we think, oh, that's enough, enough. Come on, I don't need any more. Just like a diabetic, when he eats sweet, oh, think, oh, nice. I think enough. But again, after some times he want to eat more. Or one who is interested in women, oh, come on. Uh, it is so easily available now and then. Yeah, whatever I want, I have everything. Every girl. Um, I wanted. I mean, I remember a friend of mine, a colleague of mine, his father, he is into police department. He used to go to every town and village, yeah, as part of his work, and he used to have so many wives. My friend used to tell, I was shocked and surprised. Yeah, come on, that's normal for my. I mean, of course, he is coming from Nigeria, so maybe that's possible there. But it doesn't mean that one can just go on indulging in these kind of things and enjoy. No, there is a chance. But okay, if one is low born, if one is anyway not so much cultured, his fall down is not as big as the fall down of a Brahmana, so then that is okay. Uh, by doing this indulgence, maybe he will get detestful, and with detestfulness, he may come. Just like imagine if someone is in a slum, slum areas, yeah, poverty stricken slum areas where there is no proper food, no proper sanitation, no proper facilities. He is really frustrated. He thinks, what kind of frustrated life I'm leading? Let me go out. Of course, yeah. You know what are the topics usually discussed in those slum streets? Anyone can guess? It's not about food, how to get food. Yeah, the topics are all about, oh, one has this many affairs, the other one has this many affairs, this cross affairs and that cross affairs, so many affairs, isn't it? And I don't know. Maybe only this what I heard. What? Yeah. Maybe you haven't gone through those streets, no? They're very, very careful. It's even nice. Yeah. So at a low level, people talk these topics because that is what is occupying them. And of course, they are not really punished. Yeah, who is going really to those places to really punish them? Huh? That's even okay, some provision. Okay, these people will not change. Okay, yeah, the facilities also don't change. So one who is distasteful of the okay, for these small happiness, I'm losing actually the freedom. And when they come in contact with good people, they understand they are having a better quality of life, and what they are enjoying is actually not right, sinful. They give up. Okay, again. So one thing is gradual indulgence doesn't help. Overindulgence may seem to for a moment help, but very important is that one should not just think that these are foolproof solutions. By overindulgence, everything is put off. No, it's not put off. The ghee is still there, right? Right? Gaur Bhagwan Prabhu? When you
Yes.
put over, when we say there is a lot of ghee that is poured, and that will put off the fire, but the ghee is there, and ghee can anywhere, anytime become, what do you call this? Combustion? Combustible, right? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Just like what is that? Lak, ghar, lagr, lakshagra. Yeah, it's a matter. The wax is there. It's a matter of fire. When the fire is there, that's it. Everything is so this overindulgence, yeah, make us occupied. Oh, I enjoyed life like this. I can enjoy like this also. I can enjoy like this also, and this also. There is no end for our creativity and enjoyment, though it is same chewing the chew. Okay, I'll stop here. Maybe if there are questions, we can discuss on the same topic. Before, 35 to, I think the last verse, I will leave this, which we will cover exclusively to understand what Manu Smriti or Manu Dharma Shastra, yeah, the same, is telling in the context of marriage or bride and bridegroom, compatibility, all these things in the context, how to understand that next week. But yeah, any thoughts or questions here?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, about the sleep, what is called the overindulgence? Yes, the science, as you said, there's 7 or 8 hours. The scientists say, so they must have some basis for proclaiming that.
Yeah.
And should one live with that findings, or believe in those findings, or it is
Yeah,
because
after
the
all,
Shastra say
science,
it should be very less on.
yeah, of course, the science is definitely advanced, matured, and is telling what are the so many people are suffering, right? Why are they suffering? Because lack of sleep. And why there is lack of sleep? Because people are suffering, isn't it? You're getting? Hmm?
So egg and chicken problem.
So it's a vicious circle that okay, if you are not suffering, that okay, there is a relation between quality of life and based on the quality of sleep. Yesterday, as I was saying, I couldn't hear the whole documentary, huh? But one of the striking, of course, it was short. If you want, you can hear from the Vede Arfun from yesterday, Cox, I think. So the topic was about sleep, and they said that 3 factors. If you do these 3 factors, then you will have. Okay, first let's understand what will happen if you don't sleep well. Yeah, the most important most common effects or disease is dementia. Yes, dementia, to forget things, right? To forget things is the first thing, because yeah, your mind is not fresh. It doesn't has enough time to relax. The neurons and all those things, the brain doesn't cannot hold for long. Yeah, in fact, they said uh, the research went for. I mean, I don't know if you have time. I'll just continue and finish this. So he was saying that the research. I mean, as Gaur Bhagwan Prabhu asked, na, the science is telling on facts. They have facts. What are the fact? That yes, what is happening is, if you go without proper care of your sleep, then eventually, this is what he said, 30 to 40 years. 30 to 40 years age, 40 to 50 years age, 50 and etc. If we don't care sleep, then it will be very costly or expensive for us in the later stages of life, because we will forget things. In fact, he said one who is above 65 years or 65 years, he was telling it's very important that they have a proper sleep, at least in the night, 10 o'clock to morning 6 o'clock. One may think, no, in the daytime I will sleep and in the morning or afternoon I'll sleep. No, that doesn't compensate the quality of sleep one can get from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So I take from that, okay, if one wants to maintain a quality sleep, it means, 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. How many hours is that? 8 hours or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. So the studies say that the best time is 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. Let's say for a normal person, this 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock is a nice guideline, which means they say even if sometimes you may not be able to sleep, but make sure that you sleep, because this is the best time you can. The more you sleep, the more energetic you are, the more, what did I say? The vicious circle? Suffering. Now you'll have less suffering. Yeah. Okay. All the best with that. But let's move forward with the next topic is, let's imagine you are able to sleep 8 hours a day, every day for your entire life. That you have a sound sleep. Yeah, you have less suffering, all fine. But what is the use in the end when you are not attained the goal of your life? No use. Now the question comes. No, but for spiritual goal, we need to live longer, right? Because just imagine if we spoil our health and then when we don't live longer, then the quality of sleep definitely helps us to really maintain a longer life. And then as a devotee, we can live longer, and as a devotee, we can serve longer. So now the question again comes, should, as even a devotee should sleep 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours? Hmm? Valid question, right? Hmm? Okay, for non-devotees, it is very clear. For non-devotees to enjoy the best, so that they don't suffer dementia, they don't suffer. Yeah, the other problems are also listed out in the list of diseases. Was dementia is one. Then there was also about cancer. Then there was also diabetes. There are also some other chronic diseases. Oh, okay. Let me. One who wants to enjoy life, he wants to make sure that very small. I have also heard from so many other doctors who tell sleep is the best medicine. Sleep is the best medicine. Yes, okay. If you think that can help us to maintain a longer devotee life, yes. But now the studies are saying 8 hours. Should I really, yeah, spend 8 hours? If after that you can make a very, very, very intense devotional day, well and good. But otherwise, what is the use? Just sleeping 8 hours, yeah, may not help us, because in the end we are only expanding or increasing our lifespan, but not devotee lifespan. You're getting the point, no, Prabhu? And now
Yes.
the question comes again. But okay, what about I want to be a devotee? I want to practice intense bhakti. Do I really need to sleep 8 hours? Can't I just sleep 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 2 hours? Yeah. Yeah, there are these times where we have intense services, and yeah, we may go through a very intense phase of our devotional days. Yeah, let's put it, but then we also have to recover from that. Yes, we have to listen to our body. And the body is the best. Yeah, all these stats are, I would say, secondary. Our body gives a signal, and if we genuinely can hear to that signal, yeah, then we can really balance what sleep we need for us. Which means if we feel fresh after getting up at after 4 hours of sleep, that's enough. I mean, again, maybe I'm who am I? I'm not a scientist, or and also uh, I have not conducted research and surveys like all those people have done. I understand that what our body, there is this, what do you call this? There is a clock. What is this called? Clock called in the body? Sir.
Biological clock, probably.
Yeah, yeah,
Circadian
but
rhythm?
circadian rhythm. Yes, thank you. There's a circadian rhythm which is telling in our body, oh, what should we do at what time, and what is we feel less stressful to do that. So we have to understand, okay, there is this rhythm. Okay, but my body rhythm is telling to sleep 10 hours. Shall we do that? Yeah. Prahlad Maharaj is telling, no, no need to do that, because the more you do, we will spend more. Anyway, we are spending a lot of time in vain. So just we can't say my circadian. No, we have to be very careful. Is it really my body doing? If my body is asking me to sleep long, why there is Jeev Jago? Why is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying Jeev Jago? Means definitely that we have to wake up than what more than we are sleeping, right? Vibhav. Hmm. Yeah, you're getting the point, right? So, which means there is something that, okay, our acharyas are telling that, yeah, wake up, man. I think sometimes we are giving more time for sleep than we really need to do. So we have to be very sensible, careful that we don't mess up our services. Yeah. At the same time, we don't mess up our health. We have to balance that. Now the question of 6 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, it is up to individual how they are able to. hmm. And then in the end, yeah, we can see our role models are not the signs, right? Huh? Our role models are our acharyas. Oh, come on, our archers are not common. Yeah, they have come from the spiritual world. We are just here, no. But they emphasize the spirit of not indulging more in sleep, because, yeah, rather to be more active in services. And I really can confirm, if one is focused in service, then what happens? One who is in service, he is tired enough to have a sound sleep, and that sound sleep, even if it is 4 hours, that would be enough for to recover. I don't have, as I said, I don't have figures and facts to back my understanding, but the body will let you know when it needs. Just like if you have burnt your hand, yeah, your hand will always say, hey, apply something, yeah, because it's still painful, right? And the more and more you feel that, you apply. The less you feel that, you don't have to apply.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Understood.
Mhm. Mm, the three things, yeah, anyway, I didn't complete that. The documentary, the documentary said about three things. And as devotees, if we are devotees, we are anyway doing it. What are the three things, you know? One is eating properly. Yeah. Don't don't eat too much, don't eat too less, eat properly. This is what also, yeah, Krishna is saying, eat properly, which means even it says before going to bed, eat properly so that you have a proper sleep. But of course, don't eat too much that you feel sluggish and lazy that you can't get up next day morning. So eat properly is one thing. the three pillars of blissful life. Yeah, this is what he said. The first thing is eat properly. Otherwise, you'll always have craving and you feel not comfortable in the sleep, and your sleep gets disturbed. And then, what is it called? RIM? Is it RIM? Repetitive. Yeah, your sleep, you go through these patterns, right? There is a rapid, anyway, I forgot. There is that moment that everyone, we may think that I'm sleeping all 6 hours, but in 6 hours, there are some patterns like, you get up all of a sudden, I mean, not all of a sudden, after a certain time, and again you go to sleep, and again, there is cycles. Anyway, I'm not expert. I just only read. So, why did I bring this? What I was telling before? Sorry.
3 things, Prabhuji.
Yes, thank you. See, at least you all are attentive than me myself. Uh, so, proper eating, proper sleeping, and very important, he said, is bevegum. What is bevegum? Activity. We always engage in activities. So these three things, as a devotee, anyway we are doing, right? If we regulate our sleep, if we regulate our food, if we engage always in services, then I think whatever he was saying, the pillars, I think we have all these pillars properly, and then we will live. There is no doubt. If Krishna wishes, he will give us long life. If Krishna wishes, he will give a sound sleep life. Yeah. If Krishna wishes, yeah. We only um, um, are not messing up. Yeah. So whatever the science right now, Gaur Bhagavan Prabhu, whatever I told, the science, is it not backing what Krishna told us to live? Like,
Yes, Prabhuji.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Last question. I think Parminder Mata, you wanted to ask, or
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, I didn't write them down last time, so I will ask them next time. But from this class, I had a question. So, who is exactly the lower class Prabhuji?
okay.
Like, because you were saying that you wanted to mention more about it.
As we will cover the next verse, and in that verse we will be discussing a lot about this. There is Asura Vivaha, there is Gandharva Vivaha, there is also this Paisachika Vivaha. So when we are talking about those, I think we will cover that definitely there.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah, so
And
next week we can cover that.
another question I had is, so sometimes we hear and understand in our head, but in our heart we still not are able to accept it. So how can we come to that realization, or how can we at least help ourselves to come to the realization?
Yeah, by following our seniors. We will just when we cannot understand, the best thing is just do what our seniors are asking us to do. When we are doing, we will gradually understand why they are telling, why they are doing, and through that process our mind, we will be more convinced, and then when mind is convinced and what we want to do at heart, both will have same synergies, and then we will be able to willingly accept gradually after some time.
Thank you, Prabhuji. That helps.
Okay. Good. Then thank you so much, and happy Ekadashi. Vanchakalpatarabhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Gandharaj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanand. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.